have Raw has a Buster and then SmackDown.
All right.
Woo!
All right. It's up. It's going. Well then, ready. Live from Studio 511. It's the 234th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Arnold.
Bada boom. So, thank you so much for tuning in and joining us today. I'll have you pulled up right here on my smartphone. So if you're watching us live on the YouTube, thank you so much. You can interact with us right here. Basically, you log in with your Google account, and then you could chat along while we're actually broadcasting.
This is your Google account?
The Google is. Yes. So, yeah, interact with us. Ask us questions. Call us on our bullshit, fact check us, all that good stuff. I'll try to involve you in the show. If you are not watching us live, you can still interact with us on Facebook, facebook.com/Houston Wrestling Radio, or on Twitter @H Wrestling Radio, or maybe even on the Instagrams. How did that go? All right.
Going all right. I'm doing some following.
Being a
I haven't posted. I've only been creeping so far.
Been creeping?
But I'll be posting more this week.
All right. Creeper.
Yeah. I'll start with the WCWs tonight. That's Women Curse Wednesdays for you.
Oh.
Okay.
No wonder. I was just posting pictures of like Kevin Nash and Goldberg, and I got no responses whatsoever. It's like, come on, man.
Chris, we got a lot of stuff to cover. We have a pay-per-view coming up this week, and an NXT Takeover, and a fucking special on Friday night. Holy crap.
I'm going to vent on that really quick. NXT Takeover. We're breaking it down right now.
Break it down.
First match of the night. So the first match, title match.
Okay.
Tyler Bate, Pete Dunne.
All right.
Before we get to anticipation levels, on WWE's own Facebook and Twitter like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
We even mentioned it last week towards the end of the podcast that breakaway match of the night could be this title match.
Right.
Then we find out, hey, guess what? The network's doing a special at 3:00. Means it's gonna be like prime time in the over there on that side of the pond.
In the UK, yeah.
But it's not live. It was taped.
What?
That's the European, the Raw in London, like shows before then. That's when they taped this. So why bother taping it? And then before we even see it, you're gonna leak out that, hey, guess what? Tyler Bates probably going to be successful in his title defense. Hey, guess what? Pete Dunne's probably going to be your number one contender because they just leaked it that a takeover, what could be the match of the night, is actually going to be this title match, the rematch from the finals of the UK tournament.
That was a bad job by them.
Okay. All right. So
stinks.
I'm confused. Why is the match that's on Takeover not just on this special anyway? I mean, it's a UK special. Why not put?
Well, Tyler Bate defended the title against Mark Andrews. Mandrews,
yeah.
And Wolfgang.
Okay.
No, Trent Seven. Mustache Mountain.
Yeah.
For the number one contender.
So I guess we know who wins because then the next night on Takeover. There's ramifications of the matches, but if we already know who's going to win, watching it in hindsight, we're already our anticipation level, wanting to watch it, you're just going to be like, Our anticipation. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not as good, because going back to what we were saying last week with with the analogy of Better Call Saul. We know Jimmy's going to become Saul. We know Mike's going to stay alive. We know they're going to hook up with the freaking chicken people, the Pollos Hermanos. Yeah. We know all this is going to happen, but we're still enjoying the show very much. So
what's your anticipation level for this match on TakeOver?
I'm going to go with the 6. It could have been a 7 or an 8, but I'm just going off of the high hopes that it's going to be a badass match. That's the only thing I got.
I'm at a 0. I have no idea who either one of those are.
You didn't watch the tournament on the network? Did he talk you out of it like Roderick Strong?
No.
No,
I talked myself out of it. I just wasn't interested in it.
I tried talking him into it after I watched it, I don't know, 2 months after the fact.
See, this was before I was on. So before I was like, whatever, I don't watch it. Who cares? Now I'm like, fuck, I should have probably watched it. So I don't know who any of the guys are. I've only seen the match that the guy had with Gentleman Jack weeks ago, and I liked him, whoever that guy is.
Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate. And the other guy, I have no idea.
Master Bate.
Okay.
He had a better match with Oney Lorcan.
Okay, I know
his first title defense about a month and a half ago.
Okay.
And that was really good.
So for someone more like my demographic, what should I expect in that match?
Expect kind of like almost cruiserweighty type match.
Okay.
A lot of like chain flippy dippy hard hitting stuff. So, I mean, if you enjoy let's say TJP versus Aries, you could enjoy this. You know, that's what I'd say.
If you like the match with Gentleman Jack, you're gonna like. It's pretty much the same to that, but just turn it up a little bit because there's already a personal rivalry built in.
So speed and aggression.
Yeah.
Ruthless
aggression.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at about an 8.
Okay.
I mean, as one of the guys that saw the tournament, that was a hell of a match that closed that tournament.
Yeah.
And Tyler Bates hasn't missed a step for all the gaps in between when we just crowned a new UK title. How many times are we going to see him on television?
Once or
sparingly.
Yeah.
And even very sparingly, his matches with Oney Lorcan.
He's at Lesnar note levels right there.
With the 2 matches that he's had so far, he hasn't lost a step. He's kept my interest enough to where my anticipation for this is probably about an 8.
Okay.
And I'm expecting as good a match as the first one, if not better.
Okay.
So
can there be something said for the fact that it's, hey, here's a match and not really any story? I mean, I know that the night before we're supposed to watch the #1 contender, but there's not really any story.
That's the other part of the sparingly, because when it was Tyler Bate and Gentleman Jack after the match, they showed some of the UK guys when they had made the announcement that they were 205 when they made that announcement that they were going to tour with the SmackDown brand overseas with NXT. That's like the only thing we got, but they're still carrying over. They're playing the same old tired video packages that they had in the UK tournament, especially with Pete Dunne, because he hasn't done squat since then. So they're just using the same old warehouse footage. It's Tyler Bate. They're adding a little bit more. But besides the time issue, which is kind of out of everyone's control, because how much longer are they going to do this show? Apparently they wanted to do it overseas.
Right.
They haven't squat with it yet, but you can't put that much blame on those 2 guys for something that's out of their hands.
Okay.
So that's why it hasn't lost my attention. The fact that that NXT's, like we mentioned before, can NXT be a good brand if you have the cruiserweight division and the bruiserweights on there? You pretty much have an established third brand.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're actually making the effort to put this title match on the pay-per-view goes in that direction.
Okay.
So I'm hopeful.
So is this are we officially just going to jump into our anticipation and predictions for NXT?
Everything.
Okay. Well, before I jump into that, I just want to throw this out there. We're not going to go match by match for the special on Friday night.
We just went through it.
There's only 2 matches? It's only 2?
No, it's like
what's going on there?
There's something popping up on there. I don't know.
Too much porn, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? No, overall, it's in a match by match. Overall, are we looking forward to the thing on Friday night or Friday afternoon?
I'm not.
Zero.
It's pre-taped, and they're showing, and the initial airing is 2:00 Central Time, I think.
Okay.
Which I'll be knee deep in work.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm probably gonna put this off for maybe Saturday.
Okay.
Before Takeover.
Do you want to put a number on it?
Anticipation, I'm at about a 5 at least.
Okay.
If it's the same talent from the tournament we saw,
I agree with you.
The tournament had more pizzazz, knowing that it was live the weekend of, and it was back to back, and we knew that you're watching it in the first viewing. You're the first one to know what's going on. I already know what's going. I already read the spoilers 2 weeks ago.
Well, the other thing about the tournament is that it was billed as a tournament, and we know what a tournament entails. And you don't need a whole lot of story going into it because, hey, these are introductory guys that we're giving you first look, and they're just wrestling because they're in tournament. This is not that. Again, it's something I've been mentioning about for the longest time. No pretense. Yeah. Oh, hey, here's a special. We're going to throw it up on the network. Hope you enjoy it. Okay, why? Why is it happening? Is this the reason, or is this the show that they've been teasing, saying that, hey, we're going to get one every week? about the UK stuff. Is this what that is? Is it the pilot episode? Is it not a pilot episode? Is it just for shits and giggles? Did you have, oh, we're in the UK, we may as well film something? Like, what the hell? No pretense. Just, hey, there you go.
Oh, I take it back. I'm at a 7 for this.
Oh.
And the
I'm
reason
still at a
why,
5. Fuck
reason why is because on commentary, it's Nigel McGuinness and
Jim
good old
Ross.
JR.
I'm at a 2 now.
The chemistry already there. Like, I can already tell there's going to be some chemistry there.
All right.
That's what's going to make me watch this at least before the weekend's over.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So then
Let's talk
that's Friday night. NXT. We already talked about the UK match. I think Tyler Bates going to retain. You probably have no idea.
I'm going with Dunn, dude. We need some.
I like Dunn.
I like Dunn. Yeah. So change
the
of
British
pace.
guy's gonna win. I guarantee you.
Comedian over here.
Right off the bat, dude. Main event: Hideo versus Robert Roode. My match of the week is Hideo Itami versus Roderick Strong, Mr. ROH.
Okay, I'm okay with this.
That match was the balls. It was awesome.
I'm okay with this.
Loved it.
Yeah.
And there's pretense. They're fighting for number 1 contender. The little promos that they gave before each of the guys had the entrance, it gave enough time. It didn't feel like it was too long. Dude, it was just good.
Everything's happening organically, basically. For I don't know, lesser. First word I can think of is organic. Everything just came just perfectly together, and it was good. That match was goddamn. That match was so good, man. I was watching it late night last night because that was the last thing I hadn't watched besides 205. Like, you and I started watching NXT last Thursday and ended at when the Itami match started. So we had watched most of the episode except the match, the final match. So I sat there and watched it last night. I was just like, I was happy. I was Snapchatting the goddamn match. That's how good it was. Like, look at this guy's the bomb. That guy's awesome. And then to go to sleep, perfect.
You could have been doing that with Instagram.
Yeah, you're right. Bitch. But no, dude, that match was great. It's gonna set up again. I'm where you are. You did the Roderick Strong thing with Rude to me, but then I did it for myself. As far as Rude, he's boring to me. He's like he's okay in the ring. He's good. He's just
He just doesn't have it.
Yeah. He's
it
like
lacking it.
Randy Orton and Triple H had a very, very bland baby to me. That's what he reminds me of.
What did you think of the match, Tommy and Strong? Is that your match of the week?
I think it is my match of the week. Now, seeing the way that the match is going, I have a question for you guys because I'm not sure how to answer this question.
Okay.
All that upward trajectory that I've been having for Roderick Strong with the backstage stuff and them talking about his wife and actually putting some paprika on his character, all that, was it curtailed by the fact that he didn't win or did
this added to it? This is now he could tell, man, I got up there and had my chance and I fucking failed.
The announcement.
So now I got to fucking
two things. Number one, pre-match when Hideo said, "I respect Roderick Strong. He's a solid competitor and a threat." That did it. Number one. Number two, the replays, the announcers putting over that Roderick Strong just wouldn't die until Hideo put him to sleep.
Okay,
so he's like right there. I haven't lost anything for him.
Yeah, I'm gaining more for him as he goes. I'm hoping that he's gonna be Mr. NXT for fuck's sake.
So the classic elevated in a loss thing happened with this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure yet.
Yeah. No. They both went up in class up because of this match.
Okay.
They both gained stock.
All right.
My anticipation for Tommy Rude at an 8. That hurts.
I'm gonna say that I'm also at an 8. I think Hideo might win this. Rude's had a chance with the belt. Other than the glorious, like nothing else about him is over. And Itami's coming back. He was hot fire before. He's gonna be hot fire now. Strap the title on him, and let's ride the wave of momentum for him for a little bit.
I'm gonna go 7. Little unknown on their chemistry for me at least. Optimistic 7, but yeah, that's where I'm at. I have Rude winning. I don't want that because I really like everything that I see about Tommy. But as far as timing right now, Rude still needs to have more of a glorious title reign.
I want to go back to the match, the number one contender match, just for a quick second. It's your match of the week. I think it's my match of the week. Is it your match of the week?
It's my very, very close runner-up.
Okay, cool. Then we don't have to do the whatever. All right.
Bleeding into it, since you mentioned it earlier, that was another match that was just announced tonight. Eric Young goes one-on-one with Roderick Strong.
Oh, that was announced tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Tonight's.
I was watching it on the drive over here.
I haven't watched
that match with Rude and with Itami and Strong elevated my anticipation for this match.
Okay,
you know, because Strong Sanity needs a new foil now that Ty like caged them all and ran away. After the match with Hideo and Strong, they showed it last on tonight's episode that once the cameras cut off, Sanity jumped them, and Roderick asked for this match. So Roderick Strong versus Eric Young. Okay, I'm at an 8 for that too.
Roderick Strong, Eric Young on paper sounds pretty tantalizing to me, just as a match itself. Like that sounds like that could they have a good show, but maybe it's because I haven't watched that NXT episode. Like, I don't have any pretense on it. Maybe I need to go back.
He was in the match, the Takeover, wasn't he?
He was in the 6-man tag against Sanity. So Roderick's already got a built-in
that's
thing.
right. It was No Way Jose, him, and
No Way Jose got.
Oh yeah, he got kicked out. Yeah, that's right.
So there is pretense in there.
Okay, all right. Oh, fuck it.
Yeah, I'm at a 7 for them.
I'm at a 6.
I'm at a 7 because there's optimism there. Because from what I've seen about EY so far, I like it. I like watching him.
Who do you got winning?
So right now, to continue with what they're doing with I forgot his name already.
Roderick Strong.
Roderick Strong. To continue with that is they make him lose again and make him make him a really good match that he just comes up just that short.
I like that idea.
Or shenanigans from Sanity, but one of those two. They need to keep doing that.
Give him the Ty Dillinger treatment where it's like, one versus all of Sanity. Okay, I can see that as well.
Yeah, I don't see this going like Ty Dillinger where Ty looks for friends. I think Roderick Strong is gonna like slowly one by one eliminate him. So I've got Eric Young winning this due to shenanigans, and we see the build up to a rematch of maybe Takeover Brooklyn. Okay. To where Roderick Strong and EY have some kind of stipulation match where it's only those two. Okay. But that doesn't hinder the fact that even with a loss to EY in a progressing program, it's gonna keep elevating freaking Roderick Strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
I said 6.
Yeah, I was.
He got winning.
I like the idea that you guys threw out about him losing, or maybe with shenanigans, DQ kind of thing.
Okay. How about the triple threat for the women's title?
Ooh, the lolly. Okay.
Anticipation.
I'm gonna go with a 9. I really dug the 2 video packages on last week's NXT. The one where Ruby Riott, they're showing the tattoos and what she's all about and this and that, and then the other one where where she was just playing with the microphone and she just jumped the guy and the guy ran away. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. It was good. All of it was good, and I liked it.
Now, you have it at a 9.
Yes.
Would it have been a 10 if Ember Moon was in this?
Thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth. Yes, it would, because there is no story. I mean, it's kind of flimsy, the story going with the other 2 competitors. The main story was there with Ember and Asuka. Well, Ember's out. Yeah. So it's like, that takes away a little bit.
You're gonna watch Ruby and Nikki destroy each other, and Asuka just pick up the pieces and win.
Yes.
Especially with Asuka's cocky attitude, she's probably gonna cop a seat in the front row with some popcorn and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Asuka's winning this. She's winning it.
Yeah, there's so far I've seen nobody that I want to see beat Asuka so far. So I would say Asuka wins it. My anticipation's at a 7. Would have been a 9 with Ember to further their storyline. And boy, were we wrong. We thought we saw exactly when her arm got injured.
We were wrong.
We were wrong. It had already been her. She did that in order to, like the Braun Strowman thing, to sell it. That was a badass sell job because I thought her arm like bent the other way with that spot. Apparently she had nagging injuries also. She just needs time to rest
kind
of
of
her
like
arm.
what we thought it was going to be with Strowman.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it's the opposite with Strowman.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
I'm at about a 7, and I don't think it would have changed anything with Ember Moon there or not.
Okay.
My prediction, had it been a 4-way, was Ember was going to beat probably Ruby or Nikki. So to have Asuka claim that you never beat me, and the rematch, Asuka kicks her ass again and takes the belt back, and she continues her dominance.
Yeah.
So right now I'm 2 for 2. Yeah. I've got Asuka in the front row chilling, and she's gonna pick up the leftovers.
Yeah.
You know, and Buyakasha, and off she goes.
Okay.
So,
but it's still going to be a good match. I think so.
I think
everyone's going to have their moment.
I think this is going to be where we're going to see Ruby and Nikki elevated a little bit. They're going to lose. They're definitely going to lose. But like, had it been the 4-way, I would have expected all the action coming from Ember and Asuka, and then these other two. We'll see. Now the pressure's on them to put on a badass match, the caliber of NXT women's matches in the past. So I think they're going to step up. At least optimistically hoping that they're going to step up and really show us something we haven't seen out of them before.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
DIY against the Authors in a ladder match. Arnold.
I was at a 6 because I was like, all right, whatever. I've seen them fight before. They're going to, you're going to beat them. They're going to have DIY. They're going to tough it out, and then they're going to lose. And then they added the ladder into it. I'm at a 9. I'm at damn near 10 of that because they are going to put on some badass spots. They're gonna have some. It's gonna be a fun match to watch because they're gonna involve both of their styles: not strong style, but like the hardcore, tough guy style of AOP, and the DIY just gonna be fast and flying. It's gonna be great. That's gonna be my prediction for match of the night. It's gonna be we're gonna be left like. Jaw drop, dude.
Wait, do that to the camera.
Insert pictures later.
Photoshop that.
Man, Authors of Pain are going to eat ladders and shit out chairs. I'm telling you. I am at 10 for this match. This is going to be the perfect pinball style arcade night between Authors, because they're going to be bouncing off the Authors of Pain and those ladders like nobody's business.
Yeah.
Okay.
And dude, I had my reservations on this last episode of NXT, not tonight's, but last week's, when DIY wrestled Moss and Sabatelli, and they actually had Tommaso Ciampa as the babyface in peril, and they had Johnny Gargano as the hot tag.
Yeah,
dude, fucking Ciampa's a damn good seller as a babyface. So both of those guys selling their asses off for Authors of Pain shit, dude, I'm at a 10.
Okay,
man, I want them up on the main card already, man. That's how much I
DIY?
like them. Yeah. Okay. I want them on SmackDown. Fuck that. I want them on Raw.
Fuck Raw.
Exactly. That's why I want them on Raw. I want them to give them a little kick in the ass in that division. Because
that's what Revival was supposed to do.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I would. You know what needs a kick in the ass right now?
What
is 205? I'd separate them and put both of them on 205 Live. I don't have Itami winning because I expect Itami to be on 205 Live. They're building up Drew McIntyre and Roderick Strong as the next guys that are looking for the title. Hideo, dude, throw him on 205 with the guys they got now. Hideo against Neville.
Oh. Is he 205?
Yeah, he's like 185.
Oh, shit.
Really?
Yeah. I'd peg them 250.
Because I thought
he looks a little beefier now. But
he's taller than...
No, he's not that tall.
Okay.
But, dude, yeah.
Okay.
What about you? What you got for the ladders?
I'm gonna go with about a 7, and the reason why is two reasons. The first reason is that yes, the ladder elevates it for me. It brings it up. I was maybe 4 or 5 or something like that because I bitched about this last week. I don't want to see DIY versus Authors of Pain. I want to see Heavy Machinery versus Authors of Pain. This is another rehash that they're bordering. They're not there yet, but they're bordering on Sasha versus Charlotte with this. I'm like, oh my God, hold back a little bit on this. But you throw in the stipulation of the ladder, and I'm interested. And while you were very excited saying that, oh man, there's going to be a lot of running around and up and down and fast paced, I agree with you on one side of the ring. The other side of the ring, I'm not convinced that Authors of Pain are ready to do that type of stipulation.
You can see them being gassed.
I can see them being gassed. I can see them being uncoordinated. I can see them not pulling off spots that they're supposed to pull off.
I still think they're very
have,
green. Those
exactly.
guys.
They're I see them as being too green right now to pull off a difficult match. You know, a difficult match to perform. You know, I'm talking from a performance standpoint. I don't think they're going to do very well. But I mean, easy for me to say, fucking all more than 205 pounds. You know, shorter than most of the other cruiserweights over here. You know, I don't even know what a dumbbell looks like. So I don't know, man. I'm afraid that it's not going to be as good.
Who you got winning?
I have Authors of Pain winning. I think DIY should probably go to Raw or SmackDown. I'll be happy with either brand. And then, yes, please, let's full swing with the fucking heavy machinery. Please, let's get heavy machinery in there.
Boom, shakaloo.
Yeah. Is that it for TakeOver?
That's it. We gave our predictions for Tommy and Rude, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for TakeOver.
Okay.
Chicago, five legit matches.
Adding the fact that it's in Chicago, it should be a great show. It should be. The matches are already going to be good. We're gonna. I don't see a bad match on the card, and that crowd's gonna make them better. So
now we have a question in the live chat.
What is it?
It's from friend Daryl. Oh, Darul, what's up, man? He says odds of Adam Cole, baby, showing up. Is Adam Cole showing up?
We're gonna detour for a second. I saw this clip on YouTube. On my Facebook feed, actually.
Okay.
The entire segment of Bullet Club kicking out Adam Cole.
Oh, yeah.
That, you want to talk about pretense. You want to talk about fucking build. That was done flawless. That felt like somebody in NXT did that. Like it was done like top notch like level. Like that for the first time to me felt like Ring of Honor is no longer Bush League. Ring of Honor is like right up here with WWE as far as like telling a story to where you can have everybody like right here in the palm of your hand. Because I'm watching it on my phone on this little screen and the hair's already like standing like you can see it now for me.
He's got goosies.
Yeah.
That shit was done awesomely, dude. Adam Cole in NXT.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any opinion on that?
I think what I think they like doing with us is fucking with us. I think the more we all think it's gonna happen, like the Kenny Omega thing,
yeah,
the more it's not gonna happen. So it's gonna be like, not yet.
They can't have it all.
Yeah, it'll happen, on whatever episode of NXT.
Okay. Overall anticipation level for the show.
What you got?
At 8.
I'm down with that. You know what? I'll agree with you. 8. What about you?
Yeah.
8's all around.
8.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because there's going to be high points, and you can't have everything be a high point. There has to be a low point in there somewhere. Yeah. So, yeah, all right. 8's all around. Huzzah.
Any random musings from last week's, or if you guys caught any of this week's NXT?
I think we pretty much covered all the stuff I wanted to get to, right?
Cesar Bonani. Aleister Black's latest victim.
How do they not have an Aleister Black fucking match on TakeOver?
You know why? Because they're gonna tape again. They're gonna tape the next episode of NXT after TakeOver is gonna be taped before TakeOver. So that's where you're gonna have an Aleister Black. That's
fuck that.
That Aleister Black match is gonna headline that.
Because Aleister fucking Black. God damn, that was good. Jesus, fuck, that was good.
Testify.
Oh my God, that match. Fuck.
Gave you the goosies in your pants?
It did. It had everything. It was the best Aleister Black I've seen. Because that guy, who the Brazilian fucking guy,
Bonani.
That dude fucking brought it. He was right up there with him the whole time. He had the size to compete with him. He had the agility, everything with him, and they were up in arms the whole time. They were
blocking kids, dodging punches.
It's like I was saying before the show. It was a squash, but it was a beautiful squash because it was a respectable squash. I gotta walk back with. I guarantee you, walk back to handshakes. I guarantee you, because that was great. And he sold everything badass. That kick, oh fuck.
No, the knee. Oh my God.
Because he
made Rollins jealous.
He got that height to him because he has that natural height. And oh fuck, that guy. Caesar Banana, whatever the fuck his name is, he's gonna be the shit in 2017 in NXT. 2018, he'll be the shit in 2018 because that fuck. God,
the way you're talking about that match, it makes me think that may have actually been your match of the week.
No, squashes can't be matches of the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I normally don't have that feeling unless I'm watching a live MMA match, but that's the feeling I got watching this because I'm like, holy crap! All right, I've seen the character Aleister Black. He hasn't even been phased. Caesar like dazed him, got him off his feet, went for a cover. I was like, holy crap!
Yeah.
That in the moment stuff, like, holy crap, this can actually happen. And before you know it, whish!
Yeah.
The knee to the back of the head, and then Caesar like starts hulking up, and then he turns around and boom, black mass over with.
That was nice. It
Dude,
was ugly
Aleister
Black mass. It was so good.
When I was a kid, he brings that Undertaker factor. He brings that like you forget what's going on except for what's going on. If that makes any sense, you forget everything around you exists. You forget everything, all the bullshit, storyline, all the fucking dirt sheets. You don't give a fuck. You're watching that match and you're entertained.
For the experience,
you are entertained.
Does he have it?
Yeah, he has it, and then
he's
some.
got a lot of something.
They are. If they don't make him Mr. NXT, they're gonna fucking speed up his process to the main roster.
Okay.
Because goddamn, he's fuck.
All right.
Woo.
I think that's all we got to say about that.
I need a nut rag real quick.
Well, there are some paper towels right there. There you go.
The go home show for Takeover
fan him off
aired before we came on the air, and I was watching it on the drive over here.
Yeah, that's very dangerous.
I've done it. I'm gonna give a shout out to Sonya Deville and Lacey Evans.
Okay.
Sonya Deville's renamed the Daria chick, the MMA fighter.
Oh, the fighter, Tough Daria.
Oh man. Yeah. And Lacey, the former drill sergeant.
Okay.
Man, they both look good in their own way.
They had a match?
Yeah.
Oh, I've been wanting to watch Daria.
Sonya did this step up Shining Wizard while Lacey was standing. Dude, really? Back and forth, they look good.
Fuck.
You know,
step up Shining Wizard while she was standing.
Yeah.
Okay, I really want to see that.
Yeah, I want to see that now.
That's the only thing that kind of threw me off a bit because you're an MMA fighter. I would expect to see some kind of like odd submission. Not like your standard rear naked or your arm bar, but because she has Muay Thai, she has Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, she's boxing, karate.
It's like they mixed up all the martial arts.
MMA. That's cool because she has the striking thing going on. Because eventually, if she goes up to the main roster thing, her and Becky Lynch could have some badass matches because Becky has the submission style, like MMA
I predicted this. I predicted this months ago. If there's anybody that I think is credible enough to beat Asuka, talent-wise, not like psycho crazy like Ruby or Nikki, I would think if they put 6 good months on building up Daria, she could be at least a threat.
Where's she from or what?
I didn't pay too much attention. I was too busy staring.
Okay.
But still, even once Asuka leaves, there's that real fight feel with her.
Yeah.
That not many women have.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it for NXT. Do you have anything else?
No,
that's good.
I think that's it.
I blew my load. I need some more storylines.
You're gonna blow it again.
Drink your juice. Drink your juice.
Who saw the trailer for the new Glow series on Netflix?
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool, man. I've been hyped for that since they announced that they were gonna do that like last year.
Any familiar faces you noticed on there?
I was just watching on my screen without sound at work.
Yeah.
So I didn't
pay close enough attention.
I need to rewatch it again, but I know more than once I saw Awesome Kong.
Oh yeah. Because she's supposed to be what's her name? I can't even remember.
Because they're making it off.
It's not Big Bad Mama.
Yeah, she was supposed to fill her role. Like she's not Big Bad Mama, but she's like that's going to be the parallel. Because it's going to be like a relaunch with not like exact same characters, from what I understand. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just in the story it looks good, and it's a Netflix original, right? So it's gonna be good. So
so far, Netflix has had a good.
That's gonna be cool. That's gonna bring some more fans into our too.
Yeah, they're making it awfully difficult to Netflix and chill. Now. It's just Netflix and Netflix. Yeah, oh my god,
Netflix, get the fuck off me.
No, Netflix and rub a couple out.
Yeah.
Says the guy that didn't even have Netflix. How about a moment of silence for Braun Strowman? There we go. 6 months.
He has finished his Roman for a while.
6 months.
God damn.
6 months.
You had a good thing going.
What's your favorite Braun moment?
Apparently what did him in. I'm not finished with you and running into the fucking... it's still funny to me. That's my favorite moment. And I'm taking him with me.
Oh, you stole mine. That was going to be mine. That was going to be mine right there.
He made Kalisto relevant, man.
Well,
yeah.
He fucked him up so bad, he changed his music.
Yes. And his makeup and look and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that sucks.
Woke up one day as a Trump supporter.
What?
Whoa. He's on the other side of the wall. Hey, but no, you know what? This kid, let's be positive about this. We could have Strowman coming into his own at the perfect time later on this year or early next year, and hey, Royal Rumble winner or whatever. We could have. It's all on timing. Wrestling is about timing, so this could be a good thing. But for now, it sucks.
Could this be? I guess try to piggyback off that. What you're trying to say is that could this be a blessing in disguise kind of thing? Where
remember when Roman got hurt? I mean, I'm not gonna fucking compare the two, but remember when Roman got hurt? Like he was out in the hospital for a while. Fuck, the best thing that happened with him was that he got the rest and let everybody else simmer or whatever. Everybody's storylines go back. So when he came back, we weren't that bored with him anymore.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking is that I got a pair of tickets for Survivor Series, and I would love the mystery fifth man for Team Raw to be Braun.
Let's see, what are we in?
May, June, July, August, September, October, November.
6 months.
Okay.
6 months.
That is if he takes all 6 months, because
it could even be longer than that.
Well, I was gonna say lately we've been seeing wrestlers come back sooner than
not Balor. Balor, they did not rush it.
Or Tommy. Yeah, that's right. Tommy took damn near 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cesaro and Cena are the main ones that come back like way before.
Didn't Seth also come back before? It wasn't like
no, he came later.
He came way later. Yeah, he started the later trend.
Okay. All right. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see.
The first thing that pops in your mind besides Braun's loss when you think about Raw last Monday.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Help me.
My match of the week.
Oh,
Which?
Really?
Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns. That's my match of the week. That was a fucking great match. Both of those guys were on fire. Both of those guys looked fucking amazing. Roman Reigns looked badass because he was fighting Finn Balor. Finn Balor made him look even better. Roman Reigns looked like a bad motherfucker that they want him to look like. The whole thing, the whole CM Punk saying, "Hey, they told me to make this guy strong. I don't need to. He's already strong." Nah, Finn Balor knew what the fuck they were trying to tell him. Finn Balor made him look strong as fuck. I thought Finn Balor's ribs were broken at the end of the match. I saw like a weird thing.
Okay.
I thought he was fucked up because they put on a great match.
Okay.
That was my highlight. That's what I think of Raw from this Monday. I think Raw was great because of that match.
My only drawback is that Finn lost.
No, at first I was like, damn it, you're gonna fucking ruin his momentum. No. That's what you need because you don't want he's never lost. He's gonna wait till a big moment to lose. Nah, you got all right. He doesn't have that pressure.
So you got him hopeful of winning the 5-way then?
No, fuck no. He's not gonna win the No.
How about you, Abel? What'd you think of the match?
I really, really enjoyed the match.
Now that you remember it happened.
Yeah, now that I remembered. Sorry. I remember also thinking, shit, that might be my match of the week in the time of watching it. But then I don't know, the other match.
That other match was a great match too. I mean, it's not like I was saying. It was a close. That was a 1, but that one was 1-8 basically.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have another flaw on that.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up this sheet because this goes in order. I write down everything that happens chronologically on Raw.
Yeah.
You start the second hour, title match.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start the third hour with Finn Roman.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you end the show with Seth Bray.
Yeah.
I would have probably had this as my match of the week if you ended the show with Finn versus Roman.
Okay.
The booking of the way that all these matches were in order just felt off.
Yeah.
Especially if literally since Brock Lesnar's pulling an MMA schedule, he's only defending the title 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Your only singles brand on Raw is opening the second hour. Your only singles title on Raw is opening your second hour. It just the whole thing just was like, ugh.
Yeah.
That would have been a match of the week if it ended the show. And had the same thing, like have guys run in and put over the fact that, hey, these 5 fucks are having a 5-way for a Great Balls title.
What I like, I'll give you that point. That's a great point. What I did like about the order of how it happened is that Finn came out looking badass with the 5 when all 5 of them were out there at the end of it, and then Roman came out looking badass at the end of their match. So each one of them, if I'm not mistaken, had a time to be like, yeah, I got y'all. And then, or at least, especially with the Roman and Finn, that's a rivalry I'd like to continue to see. Because it's more of like a, Roman's trying to be this tweener here or whatever, but I like what the chemistry they're giving off of each other just by their promos, just by the way they talk to each other was good.
I want to say something about this match, but first, before I get to that,
hey guys,
fucking Hector is back.
Hey.
In the live chat, Hector, where have you been?
Oh, we replaced you, bro.
Welcome.
Just go listen to something else.
No. Welcome. Thank you for coming back. But he says this. Apparently, he, meaning Braun, is scheduled for SummerSlam still.
I'm not gonna complain. I'm gonna be there.
If he does, I'll be happy. Okay, here's what I want to say about the match. Multiple times on this show over the past 2 years, I want to like Roman Reigns, and you know what? I think this match made me like Roman Reigns a little bit more. And I sat here, there on the couch, thinking, I don't want to have another 10 years of what I just spent the last 10 years as a wrestling fan doing with John Cena. I don't want to boo the guy that they've deemed the main guy. I don't want to do this to myself.
That's a miserable way of living.
It's a miserable way of living. It's a miserable way of being a wrestling fan. I don't want that negativity, that toxicity.
Imagine being that way in the 80s with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
I was fucking off myself.
Yeah, dude, I don't want to do that. So I've said that I like his potential. I want to like him. I loved him in the Shield. Okay, because it was him and not D-Bry, I can't get over it. Because it was him and not whoever else, I can't get over it. That's booking's fuck up. 3 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fucking get over it. So you know what? I'm over it. I'm okay with Roman now.
Yeah.
If Roman's gonna win something and be better than suffering succotash and saying all the stupid shit he was saying when creative was writing stuff for him,
be a natural dick. You're an Anawai. Be an asshole.
Yeah, so be it. So you know what? He did a really good job in the match with Finn Balor. Finn Balor did a really good job in the match with him. Yeah. They could put on good matches. He's proven that he could put on good matches with people on the card, which is something I, as a wrestling fan, failed to see with Cena for 10 fucking years.
Until Punk came along.
And
D-Bry.
Yeah. So it's like I'm not gonna punish myself as a wrestling fan anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier for you to say that now because not only do we have here's my mentality on that whole thing. It's like, oh man, fucking Roman Reigns is getting a title shot at SummerSlam, and I've spent $300 on flight, and I've already spent $200 on tickets. Roman Reigns is not going to be in that ring for 4.5 hours. I'm not going to SummerSlam. I'm not watching Raw just so I can crap on one guy. There's plenty of talent on Raw that I can cheer for or boo for. And if I don't like any of that, guess what? They have another company with different colors. A blue color. Yeah. SmackDown. Yeah. They have people there too.
They have a yellow.
And they have shorter people after SmackDown, after hours. SmackDown after hours. They have shorter people, and I can cheer them too. And guess what? If I don't like either of them, then they got new guys. Yeah. They got developmental. They have rookies. They have indies, and they call it next. Except they don't know how to spell. Yeah, so fuck one guy. Yeah. So it's making it easier for me to not be as rambunctious as everybody else. And you're going, no, Roman,
yeah.
So
all right.
Yeah, I've said it for years as well. Like even when the Shield was first around, I would just casually talk about the Shield. Like, man, dude, I want to like that Roman guy. But at first he was green on the Shield. Yeah, I liked him, but he was kind of green. And then whenever they gave him the push, I was like, I want to like him, but I want to like him on my own. I don't want you to tell me that I like him. And now you definitely aren't telling me that I like him. Yeah. So I like him. I like him for this week. It could be changed next week. I can fucking hate him next week. Yeah.
Like, if he comes out again and does more suffering succotash stuff, then okay.
If he does.
But yeah,
for me to completely get over Roman Reigns, he just has to do something redeeming in his personal life to help me forget that he failed a drug test when he was pushed to become heavyweight.
Does the Father of the Year stuff help that? Not at all. It doesn't.
Same way about like Orton and Hardy because they did the same thing. They did the exact same thing, if not worse.
I've never been a huge fan of Jeff Hardy. My RVD dwindled down afterwards, and Randy Orton, he's already got enough enemies making fun of indie wrestlers, so he doesn't need one more by my account.
Yeah. Okay.
So, dude,
because I've never had the beef with the drug test thing. That's never been my beef.
And even then, it's not all on. Even though he failed the drug test, it isn't all on Roman. WWE decided to keep him relevant during his 30 days off, and then act like he never lost a spot. That's also wasn't a ad. So that's also making it.
That's
easier.
not on him. That's not creative. That was a decision that
so
creative.
It's not all on Roman because
It's
again, somebody put it up him or in him
or up
on
us.
him. Yeah. So
yeah.
But yeah, there's more guys. For example, Seth and Bray closed the show.
Okay.
Again, you guys think it's match of the week? We should have ended the show. What do you guys think of Seth and Bray first time ever one-on-one?
It was okay.
I expected more, but I liked it.
Maybe it was wrestling fatigue. Anything that's ending the 3 hour long fucking Raw.
Dude.
It's like, okay.
Except that 3 last week with Balor, Miz,
yeah,
and that woke my ass up.
Yeah.
They need to have match. Like I'm saying, like you said, if that match would have gone on last, I would have ended Raw like
on a high note.
On a high note,
like,
hyper.
Let's go for next week.
Yeah. Here, honestly, I don't remember the match. the Bray. I was hoping one of y'all would because I don't remember shit from that match. I don't remember anything from that match.
I don't remember that much specifically. From the
I was
match.
like, oh man, this needs more Joe. Yes, Joe. All right.
Oh, of course you remember Joe.
No, because the stare down between Joe and freaking Bray, I was like, all right, Team
now.
Fatty Port 2, give it to me.
It was heavy machinery on the main card.
Dude, give it to me.
But
then when they both turned and started beating us, I was like, oh, come on.
Well, when Bray turned on.
And then Bray turned on Joe.
I like that because it makes Bray up. It brought Bray up. You know, it made him look good again because he got royally fucked over out of SmackDown.
Yeah.
He needs to get it needs to be Bray versus Brock at Great Balls of Fire.
Ooh, Bray versus Brock.
I would love that.
It's a Raw only pay-per-view. The Dallas crowd is gonna make anything hot no matter what you give them.
Fuck that.
That's beside the point.
Is Great Balls happening before or after Extreme Rules?
After it's July.
So just to break this down for the peons, 5-way match at Extreme Rules. The winner goes to Great Balls in the Big D for a one-on-one Universal title match against a returning. So we have Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe. Out of those 5, who would you want to see headline a Raw only pay-per-view in the beginning of summer with Lesnar?
Bray Wyatt.
Samoa Joe.
Because here's the thing: we've already seen Seth Rollins against Lesnar.
Finn Balor.
We've already seen Rollins against Lesnar, so we already know what Rollins can do with a slim guy. We've already seen Orton. I mean, we've already seen Lesnar and Roman headline WrestleMania, and up until Seth came out, that was booked horribly. That left the worst taste in my mouth in the vanilla Coke. Yeah. So how about some fat guys, beef? Some punching bags, like Bray walk Wyatt. Out with some Everlast stickers on your boobs. Like let's see how stiff you can take a hit from fucking Lesnar. Either Samoa Joe or Bray to headline a Raw pay-per-view. I'll take either one of them.
You know what I think they can do? Succeed with what they try to do with Randy Orton because of one fucking element. Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman versus Bray Wyatt in promos? Fuck! Dude, fuck! You know how
I can see Bray
special that would be?
I can see Bray pulling off his Brayanese, his Wyattese, and just like saying all this crazy shit, and then Heyman going, I have no idea what you just said.
We mentioned this earlier last year after the Royal Rumble when all the rumors were going up that they were building up to Lesnar versus Bray or the Wyatt family because they all eliminated him at the Rumble. Like, how cool would a babyface Heyman be if Bray Wyatt or the family kidnaps or beats up Paul Heyman and Lesnar has someone to fight for, or on behalf of, and then have Bray try to scare Brock Lesnar the way even Undertaker couldn't. When I got over Cena was when Bray was doing all the scary shit and Cena had to stoop to his level by wearing the mask and standing behind him and giving that moment that, oh shit, Cena's actually going there. That was the beginning of, all right, the Cena hate starting to fall. Mm-hmm. By the time Cena and AJ SummerSlam last year, it was all gone. Mm-hmm. So this could be, for that, Bray versus Lesnar, that could be interesting. The other side of the coin, you're looking at a current, somewhat old Paul Heyman guy. Brock Lesnar's been a Paul Heyman guy for over a decade, whether it's been in wrestling or MMA. Yeah. And then you're looking at what could possibly be the next 10 years of your Paul Heyman guy in Samoa Joe.
See,
hold on.
Paul Heyman had the balls to turn on Punk to bring back Lesnar. How much of a babyface reaction would Lesnar get if Heyman turns on Lesnar to team up with Samoa Joe.
I do not ever want to see Lesnar without Heyman.
Yeah, Lesnar can't really work a stick on his own.
He
needs him.
That's what
all of his talking should be rah rah and then destroy.
Yeah. Fuck.
Shit, piss.
Did I just make y'all think? Yeah.
No, yeah. I hate thinking. Fuck, that would be good, but that for me, that'll be being a hypocrite about the Finn stuff. With me right now, you can't have Joe get his ass whooped by Brock Lesnar right now. And that's the only way that match will go at this point. Because Lesnar's keeping that belt.
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm not saying Lesnar's beating Bray or Joe. I want to see how Joe and Bray, how much credibility they will earn by taking the ass whooping from Lesnar.
I only want to see Bray right now against him because I want Joe somewhere else. I think Joe and Seth will wrestle every fucking day for me. But Joe, if he finds something else,
your anticipation level will be at a 20 if we end the Raw before Great Balls of Fire with Samoa Joe choking out Brock Lesnar.
Oh my God,
Saints!
you're doing this to me, Chris.
All right, fuck you and your blowjobs for Samoa Joe. What about Finn? What if Finn can chop down the tree of Brock Lesnar the same way he has the ability to chop down the tree of Roman Reigns?
Right now, I don't care.
He doesn't. He lost
for 2 reasons.
He lost, but goddamn, he took it to him.
I don't care.
Anybody could have won that match. Either one of those guys could have won that match. That's part of the reason why it was match of the week for you. Because it was so good. He proved that he can do that with a big dude. And you know what? He has a legitimate claim to that title. Even if he wins it, he can still be like, hey, I never lost it. Yeah, you're the beast, but I'm the original. I'm Finn. Put out the fucking demon shit. Come out there crawling around and doing everything he can to jump off, bounce off of him, run around, sling blade here, there, da-da-da-da-da, boom, boom, boom.
You just stole my thunder. I have 3 reasons why that's not happening. Number 1, I'm worried. Because we haven't heard one reference of the Demon King. All we've seen is Harley Davidson biker club.
Okay.
And if he's ditching that, then a lot of my interest of Finn Balor starts to depreciate.
He's not ditching it.
He only does.
We haven't seen him do that. He hasn't had it
because they realize how stupid it sounded.
And that's part. And that's reason number 2. Your first pay-per-view back from injury, and you're in a pre-show on Miz TV.
That's just.
And number 3. That story of Finn Balor never losing his title and he needs to earn it, that could headline that. I am not wasting that at Great Balls.
Yeah.
In the Big D.
Okay.
Yeah. you got me with that. I had a whole little rap plan.
So we could waste Samoa Joe instead. Yeah, because fuck Joe.
Or Bray.
That's what I said.
Or Bray.
No. Little subtle thing that Bray said whenever they were all in the ring, they were saying, you're going to do this and you're going to run. He told Finn. That's still going to happen. Finn versus Wyatt.
Okay.
I'm loving that too, man.
Who are the other 2 possibilities in this match?
So it's
Roman Reigns.
It's Roman.
God damn, you hate Roman Reigns again.
Seth the Roman?
Seth freaking Rollins.
Seth freaking Rollins versus Brock freaking Lesnar?
Sure.
Yeah.
It can happen. I'm okay
Dallas.
with it.
Fuck Dallas.
And if it's Roman, well, hey, Roman, we all see it coming. It's gonna happen. This is what WWE wants to happen, so why not? and out of all 5 of those guys, the only guy I could see credibly taking the title away from Brock at Great Balls in the Big D is Roman Reigns. All the other guys,
in which case, eventually we can have a Roman Reigns Balor rematch where Balor goes over and gets the title back.
There you go.
Rubber. Yeah. How about the Alexa promo with Bayley coming out?
Yeah. God damn, I love Alexa.
Everything Alexa does is great.
I love her.
I got into not an argument, whatever, a debate with one of my friends today on Instagram because I put her as a picture of Alexa and I said she's I should have said my favorite, but she's
the only reason you watch Raw or something?
No. I said she's the best woman superstar right now in WWE.
Okay.
He said Charlotte is. I couldn't really fight him on it because Charlotte has all the accolades. They had
so much time building Charlotte, and she has the name recognition. Alexa's doing it from scratch.
Natural.
Yeah.
So I still claim that she is, but I think it's more. I should have said she's my favorite, or it's my opinion that she's the best.
Okay.
Because there's a lot going on, but yeah, Alexa Alexa's doing her thing.
Alexa's very impressive for being out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't expect. She's not an indie darling.
No.
She just spent a little bit of time at NXT, and it was kind of
she was a valet.
lackluster. And she was valet, but it was like, okay, whatever. You know, she was overshadowed by the other 4 horsewomen. Now that they've put her on SmackDown and now on Raw, dude, she just rocketed to the moon, man.
Dude, you know me. I'm the biggest Bailey mark there is.
Yes.
I was a Bailey sweetheart. I don't give a fuck about Bailey anymore. Dude, straight up, like
my only.
I'm sure your wife will be happy to hear you say that.
My only nit to pick about Alexa, like I can appreciate the little chihuahua that just barks and bites and everything, but it's hard for a baby face to come across not as a bully when, for example, Bailey's like, I'm gonna kick your ass, and she's like looking down at her because even as a heel, she can barely, her head barely goes over the top rope, and all the baby faces looking down at her like, what's this? These girls can't beat 5 feet of fury.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but
so in context, you have to watch it. But in first view, like if I'm showing a casual person, okay, the little chick is the bad guy. Yeah. What?
But that'll be like the whole, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the fight in the dog.
That's something a baby face would say, not a heel. So that goes back to first impression.
Which is why we like Alexa more, because we're not supposed to like her this much yet.
But see, Napoleon was
Dynamite?
Napoleon Bonaparte. He was a little guy and he conquered the world. He was a fucking villain. He was a real life villain.
Thank you for the history lesson.
You're welcome,
Mr. Morales.
She has a Napoleon complex.
Yes,
would say.
She has.
I always ate the vanilla.
She has a weed person complex because she's a weirdo.
Dude, but I do like I do like that it is bringing the aggressive side of Bailey out. That she looks fucking pissed and blah blah blah, and that kendo stick hit. Ooh, I don't care what those things are made of, if they're plastic or whatever. And why the fuck are kendo sticks always in the bottom of rings? Is Steve Blackman before every show fucking like doing?
It's like a fucking Costco underneath the ring.
Why is there kendo sticks? And there's no kendo about wrestling. Anyway, what's a kendo? But yeah, what the fuck are they doing anyway? She fucking splat. Oh, that's not it.
She sold it like $1 million.
She sold it. Yeah, they're crazy. It was good. And the backstage thing with Kurt Angle was good too, because and Kurt Angle was like, "Oh, it's not fair," kind of babying her, and she's like, "Fuck that! I want to fucking don't take it easy on me. Give it to me hard." And
hold on, what are we talking about?
And then they did the
kendos,
and then they made the Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
That is my only nitpick, because that match is going to be centered. It's not a wrestling match. It's going to be those two centered correctly, centered only on trying to get to the stick.
You're going to tell
that's
me
a waste of talent.
You're going to tell me that 5 feet of fury is going to be able to reach a goddamn pole?
Oh,
Naomi versus Carmella on SmackDown could benefit from a kendo on a pole match, because there's not a lot.
Need a gimmick. They
not
need
that
a
they're not that they're talentless, but that a gimmick can accentuate their positives and hide some of their negatives. Alexa and Bailey don't need that shit.
With wrestling alone, they can make a good match, because they already have.
Yeah.
So maybe this could just be like the icing on the cake. But to me, right now, it's not. Right now, it's that's kind of like, what really? You doing the fucking pinata on a pole match? You know what I mean? You're doing that. You could have just had a kendo stick match. You could have given them kendo stick each.
Yeah, freaking The Last Jedi, man.
Yeah. But you made it a gimmick, and you devalued it.
But that's not how you fling.
Yeah. On the women, Sasha versus
that axe kick from Alicia.
Yes. Sasha versus Alicia. Good match.
That's a good match. That's a good supplementary rivalry. Right
there. Alicia is a really good mid-card heel for a woman. Like you gotta beat Goro to go to Shang Tsung. With her. You're not necessarily making her.
Did you just call her fat?
No, she has a big forehead.
Have you seen that?
She has a big forehead like Goro.
You can park a Buick on that thing. You can get it to turn over.
But no, Sasha too. They got 10 heads compared to fucking combined.
4 arms, 10 heads. That's Goro.
No, that was a good match. That kick to fucking end it.
She went for the back instead of the head, like Booker goes in the back of the neck. She went like right in the center.
She has her legs and she knows how to use them. That was a good segment there. They are making up for the fact that Emma's hurt and she can't do the storyline with Dana.
Yeah.
They are the mid card female thing.
Okay. I could dig that.
And who the fuck is Nia Jax?
I don't know.
Did she get lost in London? What the hell's going on there?
I don't know.
Yeah, she just disappeared.
Yeah.
On a lighter note,
that's
a toast to the death of Golden Truth.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Because of he did it once. I don't know if he did it twice, but he went. And he's like, "Oh, we're getting that gold dust back. We're getting the pinche joto gold dust.
We're getting that. I'm gonna feel on your balls.
We're getting the gold dust." And my mom used to make me change the channel when I was 7. Come in. Because my parents thought I was gay till I was like 16. They straight up thought I was gonna be a gay. And there's anything wrong with that.
So they weren't wrong.
Even until you had the baby.
Yeah, 2 babies, sister.
Yeah. Even though they're like DNA test.
Are you sure? I mean, I didn't exactly help my case with the nail polish and eyeliner in high school.
Right.
But
and the little over as well. Yeah.
But no,
Halloween was not in June.
This gold dust, if they bring him back, an aggressive black and yellow gold dust, that'll be great. That'll be badass. Because, come on, we've all been over the Golden Truth forever.
Oh yeah, the Golden Truth was never even got over to start with. I mean, the last time that I would say Goldust is over, it was when him and Stardust had that nice little tag team run. And then from there, it's all been kind of downhill from them. Now, I did say this last week, and you guys kind of shot me down, though. I was like, last week I was expecting the heel turn, and you guys said, no, it's too early. You got to let it more time. Is just one extra week enough difference to is it?
Yeah.
It is.
I'll say it again. Timing is everything.
You can do a lot in a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Timing is everything in wrestling. And that time they didn't have to share that with the tag team turmoil. Yeah. They made it its own thing. We didn't even see the Baldies. Did we? That's what they were gonna fight, right? That's what they were gonna fight.
Yeah. Anderson and Gallows.
They didn't even come out because of that. So that preserves them.
That's a pre-show match that I will make the effort to watch live.
Yeah.
Goldust versus R-Truth with this storyline.
Yeah.
Okay.
The battle of the old people. Their last run, they're gonna run together and beat the shit out of each other.
AARP card on a pole match.
Yeah. How about Jeff Hardy and Sheamus?
How about that road kick that he missed? But Matt Hardy was like, I'm not going until you kick me.
Yeah, like, do it again. Do it again. Yes, do it again.
Do it again.
Obsolete.
I am not deleted.
That was the best part of that whole match.
Yeah.
That match was all right at best.
I like the fact that they were putting over, this actual feud still.
Yeah.
That it still has legs. I mean, they knocked out Jeff's tooth.
Yeah.
Let's continue with this. And sure, this match may not have been amazing or whatever, but it's Raw.
Yeah.
It's not a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's not even a go-home show. It's not even a come back from
it's in front of New Jersey.
It was in Jersey.
Ugh.
It was sufficient.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's all I got to say about that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Damn, WWE, for all the stuff that I hate on them, they did a damn good job of making me like the Fashion Police on the Blue brand. They did a damn good job to me of making something that you coined on this show. They made Apollo Crews interesting.
That kick, though, that kick was superb.
Yeah,
that kick was great.
Let me ask you a question. Was that a heel turn?
It was a spinning heel turn.
Is it? Did he heel turn? Or was he just sticking up for his own?
He was sticking up for his friend.
He was sticking up. Is that all it was?
The official heel turn will happen next week. I guarantee.
Is that what it is?
That was.
Are we okay with it?
That was
I'm okay with it.
That was Apollo Crews showing his be a starness to Casanenzo, because everybody's bullying Titus O'Neil, and even freaking Apollo for biz like, dude, take some Ritalin, bro. And then now
he might be an idiot, but he's my idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do I gotta be the idiot?
Well,
he's a new guy. I got it when I first showed.
Yeah, that was a cool segment. But yeah, the highlight for me was that kick. God damn, that was a good kick.
That was a good kick.
Yeah, him and Enzo could have probably a good match. That's a good dynamic. Both Apollo Crews, when he actually doesn't wear a suit to a wrestling match, and then Cass could be pretty great. That'd be cool.
I would rather see Apollo Crews wrestle Big Cass than freaking Titus O'Neil. Titus O'Neil already moves like an action figure.
Yeah,
at least
like a living.
Crews is more fluid in his movements.
Yeah,
and Cass does have that shine at times where he can do a couple things that you wouldn't expect a guy his size to do. Yeah, that'd be pretty fun to watch.
Mm-hmm. And I think Titus has enough charisma and enough obnoxiousness to him in a good way that he could pull off the managerial role, even though he's still in his prime athletically speaking. You know, like he's not like 40 or 50 and like in his career.
2 words: Pancake Patterson.
Dude, he played against.
Yes, that's it.
He played in college against Peyton Manning, and Peyton Manning's like 40-something years old.
Yeah, really? Is he that old?
Yeah, dude, he's retired.
Really?
Yeah.
He can't be that old. He don't look like he's
black don't crack.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
So we're actually ending Raw on a high note because apparently Raw was a good episode. Yeah,
there's got to be more.
That's it.
Really?
Covered everything.
Well, let's head over to SmackDown. We got a whole pay-per-view to.
We got another.
Let's get over SmackDown and go check the pay-per-view because SmackDown was not good.
Really?
I don't think it was good.
SmackDown was okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think for the second week in a row, Raw was better.
Okay.
But it's what I want because I like Raw.
He likes those 3 hours of pain.
Yes.
Masochist.
Yeah.
I'm going to get right to it. My anticipation level for Shinsuke Nakamura against Dolph Ziggler?
10.
And that's coming from a guy that's thought Dolph Ziggler's been like as boring as wet paint for the past 6 months at least.
Refresh me what happened
Ever since
this week.
the Ziggler-Miz feud, he was like... Bleh.
Refresh me on what happened this week.
Ziggler was in a backstage.
It's like, I'm going to show you a video of everything Nakamura's done. And as soon as they played, he was like, nothing. And just ran him down like a motherfucker.
Yeah, he said, I've been doing my homework like a true professional. I'm going to look at, and I found some good stuff. And it was just him trolling saying, no, I didn't find nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
Which, again, I brought this up last week. You're trying to tell me he really doesn't watch NXT? Come on, man. Like, he hasn't seen these matches. Like, okay. Like, the character-wise, I
think his whole shtick is he hasn't even shown up on the main roster, and he already thinks he's a bigger deal than he is.
Yeah.
So it's not so much. After the first couple of promos, it came across that way, especially when the fans were chanting NXT, and he said they're going to edit that out.
Yeah.
Now he's focusing more on the fact that this is a big stage where I'm a former heavyweight champ.
Yeah.
5-time
I loved that.
5-time Intercontinental champ. You just got off the boat, bro. On this brand, you need to step up.
Yeah.
So that's why, dude, I'm at a 10 for this. I'm ready.
I'm not quite that high on.
I see what you did with the boat thing. They're fresh off the boat.
Backlash? Is that what we're calling this? I'm at an 8. It could be higher, but I'm still kind of like I'm high on Ziggler. Higher on Ziggler now than I have been in the past, but that's not like saying a whole lot. You know, I like him better than he has been in the recent past. But this isn't him cashing in Money in the Bank finally night after WrestleMania, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, losing their shit finally!" They give
cheering the bad guy.
Yeah. Like I'm not at that level yet. You know, this match could do a lot for it. Especially if Ziggler fucking wins.
That's my prediction. I've got Ziggler winning.
Really?
Dude, if Ziggler... you know what? I think that might be good enough that I think they might even do that.
Start Nakamura off already chasing.
Oh, yeah.
His first match on a main roster, and he loses. Youngest IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
They're building Backlash off of him. Like,
he's on the poster.
Yeah, he is the poster. Yeah. The video is him.
Which I love. I will get to the poster later, but yeah, he's on the poster.
This might be one of those instances where WWE works the IWC. They try to work us, except I wouldn't mind it. I feel as though, yes, please do it.
Please work me.
Yeah. Ooh, work me, daddy. What? Yeah, if that happens, oh my God, where does Shinsuke go from here?
That doesn't even matter. You know why? Because the next pay-per-view after Backlash is Money in the Bank.
Okay.
And both of those mofos are going to be in that match.
Okay.
I promise you.
Okay. Have they said if there's going to be a 2 Money in the Banks?
No.
We don't know yet.
Only.
Really?
Yeah.
You sure?
Wow.
Huh.
Because June right now, June's Extreme Rules, July's Great Balls, August is SummerSlam.
Wow.
So we have battle. We have.
I would thought they would have the perfect time to bring back 2 Money in the Bank.
We have Money in the Bank in June, and then we have Battleground in July for SmackDown, and then August. Then they transition to SummerSlam.
So now is this your the way you're putting 2 + 2? And you
I know.
together,
I'm thinking that's how this rivalry goes. Like Nakamura, right now they've built up SmackDown as like the place to watch wrestling stars.
Yeah.
SmackDown makes them, Raw takes them.
Yeah.
So I don't see Nakamura just like wiping his ass with Ziggler. I'm expecting Ziggler to beat him to give Nakamura already a rivalry for him to get going. Nakamura first showed up on NXT. It was just match. Then his feud with Samoa Joe for the title.
Yeah.
Like, so give Nakamura something meaningful right off the bat and give him Ziggler. You know Ziggler can work.
Okay. We're really focusing on what this is going to do for Shinsuke. What the fuck is that going to do for Ziggler? If Ziggler beats Nakamura, that's going to be headlines in Japan. That's going to be headlines in Japan.
He's not going to shut up for months.
Yes.
That's going to make Ziggler even better.
I beat the Undertaker at WrestleMania moment right here.
Yeah.
My client Dolph Ziggler, that's going to be his fucking moment right there. Of like, hey, I defeated this dude, and he's going to be an asshole about it for weeks, months, maybe even years.
And on top of that,
it might be what he needs.
On top of that, in front of the orgasm that crowd in Chicago is going to give Nakamura, imagine the heat Ziggler's going to get when he beats the internet darling in front of a marquee crowd like Chi-Town.
I get you.
It's Ziggler's to win.
I am at an 8, and Nakamura's going to mop the floor with him.
Okay.
All that for this.
All that.
Notice I was staying quiet the whole time. I'm like, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay because I think that's what everybody is expecting. I think Chris and I are definitely in the minority thinking that Ziggler will win it. But I can see how that would be a very, very smart thing to do. But I think the status quo thing, the conservative thing to do with that.
Nakamura.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. But, oh, man. Dude.
You want to be wrong.
There's enough intrigue to go either way. That's why my anticipation level is at the 10th.
Okay. Next match.
Speaking of internet love and independent wrestling and blah, 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 AJ versus Kevin Owens for the United States title. Arnold, your anticipation level.
9. Because I've yet to see either one of them put on a bad match with against anybody or with each other. God damn, I can't wait for this match. I want the match to hurry up. I honestly don't care about the storyline because it's kind of a storyline, but not really. Like, oh, I speak French. Well, I'm American. Blah, that's it.
I'm from Georgia.
That's literally it. That's literally it.
Yes.
That's the storyline. He's Rusev. He's a Canadian Rusev now.
Okay.
They're chanting
without
USA.
the hot wife.
They're chanting USA. Well, his wife's pretty attractive.
I've never seen her on television.
No. They're gonna put on a great match because AJ Styles could put on a match with anybody, and SmackDown proved it. God,
hell, WrestleMania proved it. He put on a good match with fucking Shane McMahon.
But my most recent thing is, dude, him and the Maharaja had a.
They did?
Yeah.
They did.
I even like the fact that Jinder went over on AJ, even though everyone on the internet shit out.
I don't know why everyone got mad. I don't know why. Because he went over with shenanigans, so they protected AJ.
Yeah. Wait a second. Okay. If you guys liked it and I liked it, who's the one who posted the thing on our Facebook page? With
I did because we're in the minority on this. Okay. Everybody's like, does anybody else feel like this? Because I don't. You don't.
I don't.
That's why we're smart.
Oh. With extra sm.
Yeah, no. AJ, man. AJ, he is slowly surpassing everyone on my list of my favorite wrestler.
I'm making it easier for you. He's the Shawn Michaels of this generation.
That's where I was getting to. Today, yes. I made a little, like, I copied the thing. I was going to post it, and I just didn't. It was like your favorite NBA player, whatever, football player, and then it came wrestler. Without a doubt, I clicked. I typed in Shawn Michaels. That's my favorite wrestler. And I thought about it. I was like, dude, AJ Styles.
I'm sorry, Brett.
He's the new Shawn Michaels, and I think give him another year or two, he's gonna be better than Shawn Michaels. Than how he was.
All right, Brett Lover. If AJ's the Shawn Michaels of our generation, who's the Brett?
Roman Reigns.
Ouch.
I don't know.
You have homework. You have a week.
I do have homework. I have homework. I would have said Punk, but he's no longer around. So,
Roderick Strong.
Oh God, no, no, not Bray. Ugh.
No, I said Brian.
Oh, Brian.
He's not along either.
Yeah, maybe Brian. Well, he's not around anymore. Okay. Anyway, all right. Rewind here a little bit. You said something in there about AJ and okay, forget it. I'm sorry. Jinder versus AJ. You were saying that you liked the match, but it was a losing effort. What I want to highlight here isn't anything about AJ. You know, you're talking about AJ. Mm-hmm. He's rising up your list and this and that. They did exactly what they needed to do with Jinder. Mm-hmm. Jinder has beat Orton now, and he's beat AJ. It's not now. You could say going into the match at Backlash that it's not a fluke.
Jinder's a threat.
He's a threat. They fed him properly. They've made him a nice fat juicy meal so that way when
he's
Randy
dressed and he's sitting and he's got the napkin over the lap. He's
exactly. Ready. Now that you've made him a good meal for Randy Orton's going to eat him alive. That's my prediction. Orton's going to win. He's going to beat the shit out of him. Jinder is to Orton as Umaga was to Cena, as Batista was to Cena, as
credible enough that you could
Bobby Lashley was to Cena, as who else? I don't know.
Wade Barrett.
Wade Barrett was to Cena. Exactly.
Hell, Wade Barrett was to Orton.
But
this
is SmackDown. This is 2017 SmackDown. They're going to pull the trigger on Jinder.
And I hope you're fucking right. Yeah. But I doubt it. I doubt that you are.
I think
if you are right, I am going to be so happy. I am going to be so happy because you know what, man? I know that we've kind of had this running joke about, oh my God, it's Jinder Mahal, and we say it mockingly. Jinder Mahal! But like, did they just create a new star?
Yeah.
They just created a new star.
You called the Jinder Mahal match in front of like 19 people a year and a half ago.
I did.
Yeah.
At a fucking bingo hall.
Yeah.
A literal bingo hall. VFW bingo hall.
You played with his dog.
I played with his dog. Ruby is a beautiful dog. But anyway, it's like, and he's a good guy. He was cool. He talked to me backstage and shook my hand. You know, talked to me
about you for being American.
No, man, he was. Hey,
man, let's go get some curry and beer.
And it wasn't that one time. He came back to the VFW several times, so I got to interact with him a few times. He's a cool dude, you know. And everyone else that was the other wrestlers were looking up to him, talking to him. He was a pro, you know, and like. It's cool that you had this guy that was part of 3MB. He was nothing. And like now, like this is exactly what we as IWC want. We want new stars. We want other people to get turns.
Variety.
He paid his dues.
He paid his
all
dues.
the shit he went through. And the last year he turned his life around. He gave up. He gave up alcohol. He's straight edge now.
Yeah.
His alcohol.
I even liked his passive gimmick when he first came back.
I wanted
he was already interesting.
And is this the hypocrisy of the IWC here, where it's like, hey, we want you to push new people, we want new faces in the main event scene,
but not at the expense of the guys I love and masturbate to.
Well, that
both
of those, well, we just don't want the guy that you had as a jobber a year ago. Like, dude, he was a jobber. What happens to jobbers? They should move along the escalator there and become mid-card, become main event, become number one contenders and so
he
become
went
champions.
Straight from below mid-card to higher card.
Yeah, this is exactly what IWC members theoretically should want. Mm-hmm. They want to see guys that started out right here at the bottom, curtain jerking pre-show, mid-card title, whatever, getting a better storyline, a better script, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Main event. Yeah. Holy shit, that's what they're doing with this guy.
How good is that move, too? I really like his move.
His Cobra. It's a Cobra clutch slam, but they renamed it.
The Falas or some shit like that. It means end and
it means
job.
Finish, yeah. But
I would kind of understand if this was WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. This is Backlash. This is what the brand split was meant for. You know, so
good point.
I'm like you said, you damn well hope that Jinder wins, dude. I'm gonna sit back with a bag of popcorn and then my best Joker impression. I'm gonna sit back and watch the world burn. For everybody that's hating, all the people in the IWC that are crapping on why the fuck is Jinder Mahal getting the shot at the heavyweight title while we have Kevin Owens and AJ Styles fighting for a mid card title. I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy it.
Me too.
I think we're gonna see why the pay-per-view.
I've got Jinder winning this.
I hope he does. I think Orton's going to win it. I think you're going to do
thinking with your head, not your heart. You're making a choice with your head.
My head says that
it's a good choice because Randy is always a safe bet.
And this is technically Randy's first title defense after winning it.
So he should already be fucking stripped of the belt in general.
Yes, that technically also that. But yeah, they're not going to have Randy fucking Orton drop the title at his first defense.
Flip.
Against somebody that historically hasn't been,
You want to take a second and explain to Arnold what the hell Randy Orton's getting flamed over on the internet by all these independent wrestlers?
All right,
what am I supposed to care about?
Somebody, it's Dive, but somebody, and I can't remember who it was, some other old timer that is irrelevant, I guess. I don't know. Posted this thing on like Instagram or something, and it said, "Hey, this is how you book an indie match. The indie guys shake hands, then they wrestle, the headlock, dive." Fast-paced, flippy-dippy, dive, rest hold, dive, etc., dive, this and that, whatever, and books a match. And then at the end of the night, they shake hands, they go home, get on social media, and say, hey, I'm glad that I got the match. Hey, you need to book this guy, and then dive. Well, Randy Orton took that tweet and retweeted it and laughed about it and said dive, and then said something about indie workers or something like that. He got called out on it.
I think somewhere in there was a shot of Bully Ray because he did a top rope dive over he did a top rope dive in a Ring of Honor show, and Orton said, "Yeah, there's a difference between a talented wrestler doing a dive off the top rope and an old out of shape man falling." That's what got heat.
See, it was both of those because they were running parallel. Like he talked shit about Bully while he also retweeted the thing about the dive stuff, and he said something to somebody about, while they're doing this in front of 18 people in the Armory. I'm over here making all this money.
13 million in 8 shows overseas.
And not doing a dive or something like that. So it's like he had both of these asshole comments going and asshole threads going at the same time. And he had Will Ospreay, I think Ricochet chimed in, Low-Key chimed in. Like
Taz talked about it on his podcast. Yeah, I saw that clip.
A lot of indie wrestlers chimed in on it, and like we're just talking shit.
What do you think about it?
I think Randy needs to not be an asshole about this. I think what Ricochet said, Prince Puma, whatever you want to call him, is that
Tess Blanchard's boyfriend.
Tess Blanchard's boyfriend, yes. He said, I like all different kinds of styles of wrestling. Everybody should be open to different styles or whatever. He was trying to be fucking Switzerland about it, be middle of the road, which, I get it. And I think that's the best way to say it. And look, man, if you're going to talk about shit over indie darlings, you're about to probably wrestle one in AJ Styles pretty soon, or
that already happened on a throwaway episode of SmackDown,
or Kevin Owens, or Jinder Mahal. Well, not he wasn't an indie darling, or Shinsuke Nakamura. Yeah. Or I mean, any of these other indie guys that WWE
you think he shouldn't have said that, and he said stop saying things like that.
I think he just needs to not be an asshole about it.
You know what the best? Okay, go ahead.
Then why did you cheer when the Miz did?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all he's doing.
Okay.
That's all he's doing. Yeah.
The biggest FU that Randy Orton gave to independent wrestling was the fact that I almost had a match of the week candidate in the main event of SmackDown, Orton versus Baron Corbin.
Ew.
Orton made Corbin a threat. Orton made Corbin interesting. Yeah, Orton made Corbin. Dude, Corbin's already been on this momentum ever since he's been wrestling AJ, and now he's wrestling Sami Zayn on the card. Yeah. He's actually becoming relevant on SmackDown, the land of opportunity.
All right.
And I think Orton solidified him that he's not going nowhere. Corbin's going to be around for a while, and he's going to be a big deal. Because that was a psychological match. That was Corbin trash-talking Orton. That was Orton being methodical. Everything that he pretty much bitched about on that note that he tweeted to everybody, he showed them how it was done in the ring for people to see.
Without a dive every
other move. That was the best middle finger Orton could have possibly given.
I thought Corbin carried Orton. I thought Corbin kept Orton young. I thought Corbin made Orton look good in that match, especially with that RKO at the end to end the match.
Okay. That's a hot take right there. I'll take it.
But we're actually talking about Baron Corbin.
At the 3 shirts, all wolves.
Get to it. Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin.
If it's 3 wolves, does that mean it's not a lone wolf?
The pack?
It's a pack.
Wolf pack. Bullet Club. New member. Whenever he gets let go of WWE.
Don't turn your back on the wolf pack.
Fucking squash.
Corbin kills Zayn.
Kills Zayn.
I'm at a 5 for this, and that's all Corbin.
I'm at a 5. I don't care.
Corbin. And I love Sami Zayn, and I'm at a 5.
Sami Zayn doesn't win anything,
yeah,
so
exactly.
Corbin's gonna win this.
Yeah.
He's good at losing.
You guys missed my segue though.
What was your segue?
3 shirts, all wolves.
We'll get there. Did we just completely skim over AJ versus KO? What's your anticipation
totally
level?
I think we did.
I said mine was what did I say at 9? And then I didn't say who I had winning.
Who you have winning?
KO just got the belt. He's still gonna win. AJ will win it at SummerSlam.
Okay.
I'm at a 9. I got Owens also winning.
You're at a 9.
Yeah. I've seen Kevin Steen versus AJ Styles. Kevin Steen walking out on leaving Ring of Honor as AJ was solidifying his singles career with the Bullet Club. I've seen this match. I know what it's going to be. It's going to be delicious.
But okay, I need that because am I the only one that's kind of just getting bored of Kevin Owens right now?
He needs somebody in that independent level to do it. And as much as I like Jericho with the lists and the matches weren't there. This match is gonna make you. This match is gonna make Kevin Owens great again.
I just remembered they had what I.
Hey, the U.S. title. Yeah, there you go.
Last May, I want to say, they had what I texted during the middle of the match of Abel saying, "Dude, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens are having a 4-star match right now," and then shenanigans messed up the match. It was over. Yeah. It was a shit match at the end. But that match, I just remembered right now, they had a fucking clinic. So I'm 10. 10 for me. I just changed my mind. 10.
How about you?
I'm at a 6, and that's all because
pretense.
The match could be pretty darn good. If it wasn't for the fact that I think these two could put on a badass match like you're saying, it would be even lower. Because
there's no pretense.
There's not a whole lot of pretense. No. There's not a lot.
There's not enough to hook you. Being a Mexican.
It's like you had said last week. Hey, I'm here to bring the mail. And the dick, like that's the part I need. Yeah. I need that part. I just can't. I can't get into the boom, boom, boom. Just for no reason.
We're Mexicans watching a Canadian and a Georgian fight for a U.S. belt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fashion police against the Uggos. 7. I'm at 7.
7.
That sounds like a good number for me too, 7.
But I cannot go into that without talking about Tuesday. That best episode of the Fashion Files.
Nakamura's poster for Backlash with no style sticky on
it. Everything about their acting is so fucking good.
Yes.
Fandango, nobody is better than him right now as far as acting.
Yeah.
And he commits to his roles. He committed to that Southpaw Regional Wrestling role. Fucking great. He did what you and I are doing right now, basically for 4 or 5 episodes, just getting drunk and whatever. And then his the way he pulls this off is badass. The crowd's doing it. They're doing it, and that's it. They're on.
I love how he's just so adept at doing the deadpan comedy. Where he just says something straight face. If you're not paying attention, you miss it.
Yeah, that's your fault.
I love it. I love it so much. It's dry and it's quick and you gotta pay attention.
Yeah,
it's fucking.
And I can't go on to Backlash without talking about SmackDown. That was a badass match that they had.
The Collins against the Fashion Police.
That's 2 times in a row the Collins lose, but. Fuck, they look good losing.
Yes.
Fuck, they look good losing.
And
they almost won.
That has raised up my anticipation for the match itself. Again, I'm at a 7. Because before then, I would have been like, okay, the opposite problem of AJ versus Kevin Owens. This is all story and no action. No, yeah. But once I saw the match with these guys, give a lot of credit to the Collins or whatever you want to call them. I want to give a lot of credit to Fandango and Tyler Breeze.
I didn't even know he had finishing with the Falcon Arrow. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if they if they could put on the types of matches that I know Tyler Breeze himself can do, and that
I forget how good he was in NXT.
Yeah, he was really good. Mm-hmm. You know, if they could both have that kind of match with the Usos, I think I'll be pleasantly surprised to see what will actually come out of that match. I think the match itself might be good, and I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking, man, this is all great, but it's just comedy. It's just backstage. Yeah. It's just talking on the mic. That's all it is. So the match itself is going to be shit. But then I had to be reminded, Tyler Breeze isn't a bad wrestler. Fandango's never been that bad of a wrestler. And you know what? The Usos, they've been able to do some things here and there. So you know what? This might be surprising. You might think it's all story and all character and all funny, wee oo, and all that. But they're gonna. I bet we're gonna get surprised.
But here's the biggest problem. Okay, I need y'all to answer.
Okay,
this is probably the best that the Usos have ever been. They finally turned them heel. They're hateable. They're good at being hated. Again, the Samoans, they're dicks. Just come across as yourself.
Natural.
Being natural.
Is that like a backhand racist comment?
Are you gonna give the Usos the rub at the expense of the Fashion Police, or are you gonna give the Fashion Police the rub at the expense of the best that the Usos have ever come across naturally?
You're gonna give that match to the Fashion Police because you're gonna ride that fucking you go with a hot hand. That's hot right now. That's what's in. You pull the trigger on that right because how you did it with the Maharaja because that's what's working. Do it. Just
Wrong.
Go for it.
Wrong.
I think so.
Wrong.
Really?
The Fashion Police don't need it. They can lose and still be just as goddamn entertaining.
How much better would they be with belts? And talking about how they're not as good as
they don't need it
because we have this.
You might be right, but they don't need it. They don't need it. The Usos, I think if they keep the titles,
the Fashion Police, they turn in the tag belts and they have WWE heavyweight badges or tag team badges. Dude,
that would be hilarious. Or if they fuzzy up the belts like his boots. Oh god, that would be hilarious.
I hope they find out what the day one is.
Day one is
H.
Did
they already found out?
They didn't find out. They haven't figured it out yet, but they will know.
Day one is H.
Day one is H. They'll figure it out. See, they can't beat them and then be off of the case. Yeah. The case has got to still be open. Yeah. They still got that's the only way this is going to continue. The only way it's going to continue.
Day one is H. Dude, they're going to feud against the Hardys.
Hey, is there going to be a draft this summer?
I don't know. There wasn't a draft this spring, but apparently there was.
Shake-up.
Yeah, it's just like shake-up. All right, what do you got for that match? Who do you think's winning?
I'm a fucking 8, man.
Okay.
This is the match that's going to end in shenanigans. This feud has to keep going.
Okay, shenanigans. Okay.
That protects them both.
Yeah, they need a monkey wrench in the case. You know, this is going to be that 2-part episode of CSI where something happens where they have to keep going.
Ding.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. What else we got?
How about we'll do this quick. Harper and Rowan. Anticipation
is 4.
I agree.
But I do want to say something. Did you guys watch Talking Smack?
No.
Neither one of you. Okay, I guess I was the only one.
3 hours is already a lot of wrestling, bro.
I understand. Talking Smack, I kind of dug what they were doing with Harper. Harper comes out just unexpectedly with a big sack of we don't know what.
You mean Rowan?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Rowan. He throws down the sack on the table, and Renee and Shane are looking at him like, what's going on? He's like, hey, I got something to show you. He starts pulling out different sheep masks that he's colored, and he puts one on that's painted up like a clown. He tries to hand a balloon over to Renee, and then when Renee reluctantly takes it, he pops it. And then he starts laughing at him hysterically. So I'm digging what they're doing with this. And he basically said, hey, Harper left the family. And then he started wigging out. You don't leave the family. You don't do this and that. And saying that he wants a match. And Shane was like, okay, you have a match. Fucking weirdo. You know, and give him the match. So I know I said my anticipation level is at a 4. It would be at a 0. Just that one 5-minute thing with him trying on the mask, trying out a new-ish character.
The evolution of the Harper.
Not Harper, but Rowan. Rowan. Yeah, Rowan. I'll be interested. Just a little bit. There's a little interest there, but if it's on a pre-show, fuck it, it's on the pre-show.
Yeah. I don't give a shit about it.
Okay. Zero then? Are you a zero?
No, I guess I gave a little shit about it.
A little shit?
Yeah,
so does that mean 2?
Yeah,
He gives
I'm
a
at
drizzle.
2. I'm at a 2.
He gives a number 2.
Yeah, I'm at a very small 2. If they do a new if they do a new character with them, then I'll be more interested because I'm that whole fucking sheep smoking a bong thing. As I'm done with it.
Well, that was the last mask he put on.
Yeah.
On Talking Smack.
He put that.
He put that. He said that's the one that calms him because it's like, I guess that helps you breathe. He goes, yes. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe if I would have watched Talking Smack, I'd be higher. But other than that, you know, I was very high on Luke Harper before WrestleMania, so I'm hoping I get back on that train.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of the Clown of American Horror Story.
Okay,
that's
look. I've read that he debuted this clown character in house shows.
Okay,
and I actually read today something about he gave a peek into Sister Abigail over the weekend.
What? How?
Mm-hmm.
What? She's dead.
I didn't read it. I just saw
there's a picture.
There's a picture
of a girl in a sheep mask.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm at a 5 for this match because I'm
5.
The whole Rowan thing. I kind of knew that he's been messing with this clown mask. I'm actually digging the reactions that Harper's getting. Like he's slowly getting the momentum of not a baby face, but it's okay to like that guy.
Yeah.
Because I have moments where I could be that guy.
Yeah.
It's like, all right. So I'm digging it, and of course, out of the 2, Harper can wrestle. So if there's anybody that's going to be selling what Roman's doing, what Rowan is doing, Harper can. So it's not going to be a trash match. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm down with it.
Cool.
6-woman tag.
I don't care.
Oh.
And that sucks. And I hate saying that because I love all the talent that's in there. We're doing team.
Even Ellsworth.
We're doing We're doing Team Bad versus PCB versus whatever, dude.
Dude.
There could be someone not plugged in.
No,
his battery's about to die. Holy crap! We're about to lose the episode.
Okay.
You got power?
It should have power. It should be plugged in. We're on the case here. All right. Here's my thing with that match. This is something that should be on a random Raw or SmackDown. That's all that this should be. This shouldn't be this shouldn't be on the pay-per-view. I mean, I get that it's like paying off this feud of the welcoming committee versus, everybody, but it's like,
hey, wait,
this should be what should be happening is the title match should be going down, and this should have been on the go home. The 6-women tag should be first, and then the title match is where it all goes down. There tries to be interference for the rest of the welcoming committee. The other 2 fight them off. Hey, let's say the welcome committee won on that SmackDown match with the 6 women tag, and then after that,
bro, it's just a mess. It's what Raw was a couple months ago. Now Raw is backwards. Raw has the multiple storylines. SmackDown has one fucking clusterfuck of a storyline where Charlotte's already turning on her team, talking about how after that I want you for the belt.
Yeah, she was doing that on Talking Smack.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was she? Yeah,
Shane even said, "Can you even trust her to be on your team?" And
no, I don't like anything about this. My anticipation's at a 3.
And it's funny because, dude, you said earlier that right now Alexa is your favorite. I remember not too long ago, you and I both sitting in the company truck gushing over Naomi. How we were saying we thought Naomi was our favorite.
But look what they're doing with her.
Diddly.
Yeah. They're putting her into a fucking 6-woman tag.
Sure, she has the belt, but they're like, Charlotte should have been
paper champion.
Yeah, it's like, oh man, come on, give her a fair shake, man. Do what you need to do with her, and they're not. It's just been a big disappointment. It feels like the momentum, like exactly what you said. The momentum of the women's division has shifted and swung into Raw's direction. So Raw's women's division seems to be a little bit better, and now the SmackDown's not as good after the shakeup.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I'm at about a 5. I like the possibilities where it can go. I'm kind of looking ahead already. I'm hoping this year is the year that we get a women's Money in the Bank ladder match on SmackDown, and to see out of all the women that they got there, maybe somebody from NXT could sneak up or something to figure out. But right now, this match,
for all the praise that I've been giving that you should try things out on your Raw and SmackDown only pay-per-views, this feels like they're not doing it with this match. Like you could have literally put butts in the seats by having the first ever Naomi Charlotte match for the title on this pay-per-view instead of already busting your load and putting this on SmackDown and just have the women beat them up. Like, this would have been a good match to build some real heat for the welcoming committee if whatever we saw on SmackDown 3 weeks ago happened at this pay-per-view.
Okay.
So it just...
Yeah, it was just bad timing on the...
Yeah.
Bad booking in general on it.
Hector in the live chat says this. There is no meaning to this match. The way to make it interesting is whatever team wins, that is who Naomi should face for Money in the Bank. But the whole team? What?
Maybe whatever team they win.
I guess whoever gets the pin
or
can face Naomi.
The team has to have like a triple threat.
I just don't want Natty anywhere the title division. Like, I'm already like
I don't and I do because for as much as we say about fucking the Maharaja putting in work, dude, Natty's putting in work for ass, dude. She's been there the longest. She has good matches.
The only problem is Jinder hasn't had this opportunity. I look at Natalya, and how many times did she lose to Charlotte for the title at Roadblock, and then that's Virus and all these other.
Before then, she lost at NXT.
She lost to Charlotte at NXT.
Yeah, so I'm not like okay, like.
Well, and all that. That's her paying dues though.
Yeah,
that's her elevating Charlotte. That was her back in the day elevating Beth Phoenix. But
she's already her paying her dues. Her come up is getting those residual checks from Total Divas and E. Like the title that
I'm all right with that.
Yeah, so
you're all right with her making money.
I want them to highlight Carmella more. I like that they're giving her more in-ring action.
Her match with Naomi was fun.
Match was a good, it was a fun match. Yeah,
like playing off the kicks. Like, Dad, don't kick me.
She's pinned Naomi twice in the past month, I think.
Yes.
So, yeah, she should be able to get something going on there. But other than that, I'm gonna like make dinner during that match or whatever because I don't care about that match.
Okay, I would like to see Naomi have a really good showing though because I want to be as excited for Naomi as I was when she first.
That's what got her the push at the Royal Rumble pre-show thing. She had a badass showing in that 6-1.
I wouldn't know because by the time I got there in my seat, it was already over.
Yeah. But no, I watched it. I was taking a shit and watching it on my phone. And I was like, hey,
multitasker.
Yeah.
This is technically the bathroom break, but I'm not on break.
Yeah.
Pre-show, Perfect 10 against Aiden English. Do either one of you care?
I don't care. Bet you it's going to be good.
4. I don't care because I just learned about this today.
Yeah.
And I'm interested as to what they're going to do with Aiden English. And, of course, I'm interested in what they're doing with Ty Dillinger. But they're just smashing them together for no reason. I think. I mean, was there something that I missed?
Yeah, they already had their thing.
They had their match, and Aiden cried about it.
Yeah.
And he got,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's it. Jericho told her to stop crying.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So, yeah, whatever.
Overall, anticipation for Backlash.
What did I say for NXT?
8. We got 8 all around.
They all had 8. Backlash, maybe 7? And how long has it been that I've said that I have a higher anticipation for NXT than for the main show?
Probably since like Brooklyn 2.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. I wouldn't have thought that. I would have said that before recording this show today. But yeah, I think I'm about a 7 there. I mean, there's a lot.
I'm a solid 7 for Backlash, but I'm hopeful.
I'm an exact 7. Like 7, that's where I'm at. No, it's not going any higher until after the show because it's going to be like, yeah, fuck yeah. I was at a 7, ended up being a 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool. But anticipation for it, it's kind of like, all right, some of the matches are okay. I think the crowd is going to decide that pay-per-view.
Well, they are going to be in Chicago, so you're going to hear CM Punk chants. Assholes.
You know what?
But
if they open the show with if they open the show with Nakamura versus Ziggler, we're getting CM Punk chants.
Yeah, for sure.
If they wait until the match before Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal, If right beneath Orton Mahal is Nakamura versus Ziggler, then the entire night they're not going to be chanting for Punk. They're going to be chanting for Nakamura.
Hopefully.
And hopefully that's the beginning of the end of CM Punk chants. Because I'm sick of CM Punk chants on Raw during good cruiserweight matches.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that was a transition to 205, but I'm already sick of that shit,
Neville
dude.
was like, what the fuck? They panned, and he was like, seriously? Like, as much as, don't get me wrong, I love Punk. I'm going to watch the new Real World fucking series because Punk is on it. I just found out 2 days ago. Yeah, I love CM Punk.
I'll watch his next MMA fight. I'm not watching that trash.
But yeah, I'm going to watch it. And I love CM Punk, and there's still part of me that wants him. Please come back and save us. Save us, Y2J. Save us, CM Punk. I want it to happen. But I want it. You're not going to tell me not to want something.
Yeah.
But I hope they don't I hope they don't fuck up the night with the CM Punk chants.
Yeah.
Since Stephanie McMahon punked them that one time, they've been better. Like they're not going away, but they've been less dedical about it. When Stephanie McMahon just shut up, that cheer lasted all of a minute and 43 seconds or whatever.
I think the problem with the CM Punk chants is that there's precedent that it's worked in the past. It worked with you screwed Matt. What happened? They brought back Matt Hardy. It worked with the defiant yes and or no chants with Bryan. What happened? Stuck Bryan. Hell, they made a fucking angle of it, of everybody chanting, and they brought down all these marks and into the ring, and they occupied Raw or whatever. And
but bro, it's been 3 years.
Yeah,
it's not gonna work.
Here's the other difference. WWE didn't screw Matt, or WWE didn't screw Punk the way it was with Matt. They weren't
WWE didn't screw. Hold on,
hold on. Let me finish.
Edge screwed Lita.
Yeah, but it was still perceived as WWE fired him when they didn't need to. They took Edge's side. With all the stuff with Bryan, WWE was creatively saying, no, don't pay attention to the little short guy in the flannel. Pay attention to this. WWE was the one actively saying, no, we want this. This isn't WWE saying we didn't want Punk. This was Punk saying, I'm going to take my ball and go home. He fucking left. He left of his own accord. He got the fuck out and said, screw you guys. I'm going home. And
you almost hit Randy in the face and she's 3 rooms down. Dick. He
is the one that is the bad guy here. I mean, and I know I don't want to shit all over Punk while wearing a CM Punk shirt.
But it smells in here, so obviously you're doing
it. Like he was. It's not saying that he didn't have reason, he didn't have good cause to be mad about it, and the fucking staph infection on his back and this and that. Like he had a good reason to. He could have died, but he also was being an asshole from Chicago with that kind of attitude. It's like, you know what, screw you guys, and not going through the proper channels and this and that, whatever. And he was supposed to
he was gonna finally headline WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And he fucked it up for himself.
The best quality that Punk had was also to his own detriment. The fuck you guys, I'm gonna do it my way. You give me a microphone, I'll say exactly how I feel. That thing that made him so awesome also cost him. Yeah, it did him in. It cost him his own career. And I don't know, man.
This hurts me to think about.
I know. It's the one who got away. Why do I always fall in love with the bad boys who leave me? I always fall in love with the bad boys. Bret Hart did this to me. He took his ball and went home.
Bret Hart, CM Punk, Travis. Yeah, fuck.
I always fall in love with the bad boys who leave me.
Anything on 205 that we need to talk about at all?
No. Oh, Cedric Alexander's coming back next week.
Yay!
Hopefully he'll shut up this friend.
Yeah. Okay. That's a catch-22, man, for me. Because, all right, let's say he comes back and he's like, hey, thanks, Rich Swann, for sticking up for me. It's like, dude, Rich Swann was being an asshole. Yeah. Now you're being an asshole by association. This is a stupid-ass storyline. Like, dude, quit. Yeah. But conversely, if he shows up and he's like, hey, Rich, I was over her. I didn't really care.
I broke up with her.
Why are you being such an asshole? And then they fight. But then that also turned Rich Swann heel. And I don't want Rich Swann to be a heel. So it's like, it's a catch-22.
I just want the promo where Rich Swann's going like this and Cedric walks in behind him and says, I know what that finger smells like.
No, I have a gripe with 205. I'm stealing this from Rope Break, Puppet.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
He made a very, 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 very good point. In the beginning, why everyone liked the CWC, I didn't watch it, but whoever watched the CWC liked it because it was like just matches, badass matches. No, you don't need a storyline because it's a tournament. So 205 started, and it was like, okay, we were getting good matches, but we weren't really getting any good storylines. It was kind of like blah. Now it's backwards. We're getting way too many storylines and not enough action, I guess. We're still getting some quality matches. Like, I'm sure Aries and TJP was a good match. I didn't care to watch it. I was watching it, but not really last night. You know, I didn't know who won.
I'm tired of that already.
Exactly.
Like, do something.
Yeah. But you have all this shit going on. And it's like, you dumb it down a little bit. Bring it, or pull the trigger on switch the main events and mid cards around. The Mustafa Ali no fly zone, that could be shit going on right now.
Really like
they could transition that into Raw, but they're not. They're keeping Raw with the same four guys. Yeah. Put them on Raw. Bring
I'd go one step further and just stay away from Raw. Like because I think we're already like the Aries TJP. I'm already getting saturated by it. 205 needs to be his own thing, not Raw, not SmackDown, just 205. Fuck it, defend the belt at Takeover, but keep 205 its own entity. When you're having it on Raw, you're basically watching cruiserweights 2 nights in a row. You're gonna water that shit down pretty quick, especially when you've got talent on that roster from the tournament that you haven't even shown on 205 yet.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. There's just something going on with 205. I watch it because I know I'm going to see at least one good match a week in it, and so far I have so far. But it kind of feels like I'm watching like B-grade wrestling, kind of like just just like Southpaw regional shit, like just like bad fucking booking, bad storylines. It just feels like I'm watching like fucking WCW Worldwide on a Saturday morning.
Here's your problem: 3 hours of Raw, followed by 2 hours of SmackDown, and then an hour of 205 Live, and then if you're dumb enough, 30 minutes of Talking Smack. Because you're telling me the storyline
and then a special on Friday, then a takeover on Saturday.
You're telling me the storylines from 205 suck. I wouldn't have given a flying fuck about at Fatty Drew Gulak until he came up with this no-fly zone. The picture with him and Randy Orton with that no-fly zone to further the finger that Randy Orton's given, that's the biggest rub Drew Gulak's gotten. Gulak and Ali are awesome. Yeah. As much as I like Tozawa, everybody likes Tozawa now with him and Brian Kendrick.
Yes.
The whole girly thing before it got all pervy, Cedric and Noam, that was fucking awesome.
The
whole main title right now is awesome.
I like the storylines. They're not giving. They're throwing on a bunch of seeds and not taking care of them. They have too many shit going on, and they're not perfecting the storylines. They're like, here, you work on it. Here, you work on it. You work on it. And well, instead of them working on it and making them even better or spotlighting them even more, like I'm saying, that no-fly zone, that should be headlining 205. That's a badass dude. That stands for all the cruiserweights that he's talking about. That should be the running thing.
Wait till there's a babyface with that title. Then you're gonna see Gulak.
Exactly. I need something different in the 205 Live, but at the same time, give more attention where it needs to be. Those top 4 guys right now are just top 4 guys because they're top 4 guys. There's no storyline.
Top guys.
Yeah, they're top guys. Yeah. That the best storyline is relegated to sometimes it's not even on the card, which is the no-fly zone thing.
All right. Anything else you want to add to that, or anything else?
I mean, I have no rebuttal. Thank you, Barney Gumble. Fuck. That's that vanilla Coke's doing it.
That's what that is. All right. WrestleThon is this weekend. Holy shit. This kind of just snuck up on me. I'm going to be over there on WrestleThon after work on Saturday until the end of the broadcast, which will be midday Sunday. For those of you that don't know, this is the 3rd time that WrestleThon has happened. Our friend Jake Wilco, this is kind of his baby, his brainchild.
Wilco, not Wilco.
Sorry. I always mispronounce his name.
Anyway, he just say Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm. Basically, the whole thing of this is that We play wrestling-related video games live on Twitch, which is an app. You could get it on your Xbox or phone, iPad, whatever. Just go on twitch.com and you watch people playing video games. Well, the WrestleThon channel, we're just playing wrestling video games for a full solid 48 hours, start to finish 48 hours. So we're starting Friday afternoon all the way up until Sunday afternoon. Now, the reason why he's doing this is that it raises money for charity called Child's Play Charity. Is a charity that donates money to hospitals to buy like toys and video games and stuff for kids for kids that are in the hospital for extended periods of stay. So this is the third time that we're doing it. And it's grown over the last few times that it's been going on. WrestleThon 2 had more sponsorships, more people involved, and made more money than WrestleThon 1. And already WrestleThon 3 already has more sponsorships than the first time around and the second time around put together. So once the stream goes live, you could log in, watch us, donate. Right now, actually, you can go ahead and interact with one of our sponsors, which is Jerky HP, Jerky XP. I'm sorry. Basically, so Jerky, and you get 10% off if you use the code WrestleThon, and some proceeds from that purchase will be helping the WrestleThon charity stuff. So that's the first thing that's going on that you could do like right now. You could go on there to Jerky XP and buy some jerky at 10% off with that code. But this weekend, starting Friday afternoon, tune in. Go to Twitch, make a Twitch account, log in if you don't already have one, and just search WrestleThon and tune in and watch us and a bunch of other friends and
there's going to be giveaways, random giveaways. There's a whole bunch of merch, autograph stuff. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a different action.
You still have some HWR merch somewhere in the bowels of this apartment that you might be able to throw out there?
I might have something that I could contribute as well. So maybe that damaged CM Punk Funko Pop. No, probably not that. It's out of the box. But
who wants Porsche? Yeah.
She's shaking her head no. But yeah, dude, please tune in. It's going to be fun. It's for charity. It's for a good cause. And yeah, I mean, who doesn't want to watch a bunch of wrestling nerds sitting around and playing wrestling video games? For charity, no less.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's cool.
All right.
Have fun with that, man. I wanted to go. I've been wanting to go. I got my ass whooped the first WrestleThon, taking some chops for charity. I got
chops for money for charity.
Chops for charity, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it was for a good cause.
And he liked it.
I got my jollies, yeah. But this year, the timing of the schedule, I'm going to be drinking my ass off on Friday and then Takeover on Saturday. Not to mention the reason I won't be there on Saturday, we're bringing somebody out of the basement.
Ooh, why is that?
So next Wednesday will be our post show for Backlash and Takeover.
Right.
I will be at NRG Stadium for the U2 concert. I won't be here. However, Sunday night and Saturday
and Sunday
at Takeover. Saturday's Oakley Dokley concert at White Oak. Sunday, we will be having an episode of the Dark Match. Myself and everybody's favorite white guy, Travis.
Oh.
I'm wiping up the cobwebs of Travis, and we're going to do a post show covering Backlash, and maybe we'll dip into a little bit of Takeover. That's going to happen live Sunday after Backlash.
Sunday after Backlash, the Dark Match with this guy, Chris, and with Travis.
Dirty Heels strike again.
Dirty Heels are back at it again with the white vans. And they're going to, just cover Backlash. And then Arnold, you and I will man up the regular Wednesday show.
Yeah.
So, so tune in there. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting week.
Yeah, we got to shape-shift this.
Yeah, if you'd like catty corner the table, like a diamond.
Yeah. Or you just move it this way and we both sit on the ends here.
I can sit on your lap.
You could sit on my lap, yeah. Talk about the first thing that pops up. All right.
I'll tic-tac dick over here.
Yeah.
That's it, man, unless there's anything else.
All right. That's it. All right. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.
Toodles.
You just knock on more of that shit.
Yeah. Thought your hands were having Tourette's there for a second. I go over that.
Wait.
Yeah.
All right. You gonna click the button? Oh wait, hold on.
Oh,
Hector, thoughts on the US IWGP tournament?
That's too many initials.
That is okay. I am going to retract the statement. The Universal title is no longer the ugliest title I've seen. That U.S. title looked like it was made from people that were not from the United States. That's atrocious. That being said,
so is it just a McDonald's golden
Oh
arches? Is
my
that
God. Don't even get me started on that because McDonald's right now are having Dragon Ball Super Happy Meal toys in Japan only, which means if I want them, I have to pay $70 on eBay to some hack in Kyoto that's got sets to give away.
You might even get them right.
No.
You get a knockoff.
Yeah. With that being said,
a knockoff of a Happy Meal toy.
Dude, if those 2 nights to crown the U.S. title champion are going to be aired on the network on standard time instead of Japanese time at 2 in the afternoon,
the New Japan Network,
of the New Japan Network, I am watching that shit.
Okay.
And hell, we might have another dark match.
Ooh.
I am really interested to see what they do with this with this tournament.
Okay.
I wanted to go, except the tickets sold out in like a blink of an eye.
Where is it?
Los Angeles and Long Beach.
Los Angeles.
LBC.
Yeah. All right.
I'm ready, man. This is gonna be good.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Anything else?
No.
Yeah. No.
I guess that's
Maybe
it.
so.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.
Again.
Yeah.
2 hours.